Hello, this is Blake Angelos from Superbooth 18 at the Yamaha booth, and I'm here with my two new friends. This is Emanuele Parravicini. I love saying these names, and Simone Capitani from the. You guys are from Milan, right?
Yeah,
That's
I'm
where you
from
live.
Milan.
Milan and
From Ancona.
Okay, so and we're first of all, they are currently developing a new product that we've been shooting some video here. That's called Camelot, which is a really cool, basically software that allows you to control multiple instruments. You can do splits and layers, and if you've seen some of the videos, it's really cool how it works. Very simple interface for both Mac and PC and iOS. And we were playing some of the MX and the montage together, and then some of the Swam plugins that we'll talk about later here. But basically, I just kind of wanted to find out a few things about your background. We'll start with you, Simone. So you do the UI design, right? For
Yeah, I'm an UX designer,
Yeah.
and a user experience
Yeah.
designer. So my first job is to think about the user needs, the user goals, and design a product. Then this design will be delivered and discussed with the developers for the feasibility,
Yeah.
and with the business to think if this product is good to make a business and really interest people.
Yeah.
So basically, the role of a UX designer is to write something that meets three needs: business, usability, and feasibility.
Awesome. That's he's got it down. And I got to admit, you're doing a good job because I do the UI design of Camelot just is simple, and that's the best thing about it. I
Thanks.
find. Yeah. And then Emanuele, you more code kind of stuff.
Yes, basically I'm a developer. My background is I'm a telecommunication engineer with a master in information technology. I used to program for web, but then since I'm a musician too, then I convert to the music industry, so making plugins and now also Camelot and other stuff.
So, what do you play? Just curious. What's your key instrument?
Keyboards. Yes,
Keyboards.
keyboard.
And you?
Yeah, keyboards as well.
Two keyboards. See, I already like them already, man. Because all keyboard players up here. So yeah. So and the one thing I want to find is when is Camelot? You're targeting a release date of.
Well, our target release date is the autumn.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Hopefully
Right on.
September, but yeah. We are running through a beta testing program right now. So what we are doing is basically to work with a lean approach. So we are trying to design and develop small parts and validate that with the users.
Yeah.
So now probably we are sending a beta to a smaller group of people that just joined us and signed up in our website to be part of it. And then after that we will see if there's some issue in terms of not only bugs, but also in terms of usability and the perception of the software, if everyone can understand how it works. So if there's something that we can fix, we will fix, and then send another version to a bigger group of users, and then try to refine and be ready to the release with a product that we are more confident that will satisfy all the people.
Sure.
Basically.
Cool. Yeah. I think it's going to be a great product. And I know that we're excited to see it at Yamaha and stuff because just the ability, the flexibility to control things and to do things in virtually any way. So I definitely am looking forward to it, and we'll definitely announce it maybe on YamahaSynth.com when it comes out and everything. I kind of want to shift gears a little bit here because one of the other products that these guys do is the Swam engine, which is a physical modeling product that does saxophones and violins and clarinets and so on, woodwinds. And now the thing that's interesting to me about this is if you think back when Yamaha and I guess it was 1993, 94, we released a product called the VL1. In fact, the VL1 is here at Superbooth over in the back. And that was one of the first physical modeling, if not the first physical modeling synthesizer. And it did the same kind of things, woodwinds and stuff. And the genesis of that product came from this Computer Center for Research in Musical Acoustics at Stanford with Dr. Julia Smith, yes?
Yes.
So I remember when we released that product, we developed it for a while, and we had the VL70, we had some other products, and then we kind of discontinued that product and went another direction. But the cool thing about SWAM is that it seems like where we stopped, you guys sort of took the same genesis of that technology. Is that right? It's from...
Yes, it's right. With the bow string that we have released in the last years, we started exactly from the models of Professor Julius Smith from the CCRMA, and we tried to make it sound very realistic and usable in a plugin. So it's true.
You know, the thing I think is interesting with our product, with the VL1 and the VL7 and the VL70, it was pure physical modeling, and I thought it was astonishing for its time. It was very, very expressive. Obviously the breath controller was the right kind of control interface to play something like this. But I really love what you guys did by incorporating some of the samples into it to sort of fill in some of the holes that the physical modeling technology kind of were in there, and it has the feel of VL, but it takes it to another level. And so that is what you guys did, right? You took samples and...
Yeah, there is one missing person here. He is Stefano Lucato.
Oh, Stefano, yeah.
Yes, and he's the man who conceived this SWAM technology. It is really a hybrid technology between samples and physical modeling, because samples are used more for giving that nuance in the timbre, and physical modeling to replicate the behavior of the physics of the instrument.
Right.
So that's why they sound so realistic, because they combine the best of the two worlds.
Yeah, we were talking about it last night, and one of the ways that I kind of learned through Bad Mr. Phil Clendenin, my colleague and mentor actually in a lot of ways, was the idea that the physical modeling samples do a very good job of recreating what we call the forced excitation instruments, the ones that a hammer or a pick, and the player really doesn't have any control over the sound over time. So you talk about a pianist's touch, but samples do a very good job of reproducing that. That's why things like drum kits and pianos, sampling does an excellent job of doing that. But when it comes to things like a saxophone, I always ask people, when you tell a piano player, play A as many times as you can in as many different ways, there's not a lot of variation. But a saxophone player, all the different ways. So the self-oscillating instruments require the player to maintain something, and when they stop doing that, it goes away. So my voice, singing is that style, but that's where physical modeling really does that technology, and boy, it really comes alive in the SWAM stuff. It's just really cool.
Thanks.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't want to keep you guys too long here, and we only have a little bit of time here, but it is kind of like having cousins with that technology. Like we're with VL, and that link between CRMA.
We see a link.
Well, and Yamaha we had a company called Sondius XG that we put together that was a co-group that did this physical modeling stuff. So it's really, really great stuff. And I think that's pretty much it. Unless if you have anything else to talk about here, I think we covered it all.
Yeah, more or less, yes.
More or less. So, so once again, Camelot coming in the autumn. Great controller software. It'll work awesome with Montage and MX and the SWAM stuff. I can't wait playing with it. So this is Blake Angelos here with Emanuele Parravicini. I'm totally getting this now. Simone Capitani from the Camelot team here. I'm Blake Angelos from Yamaha Corporation, Superbooth 18. Thanks a lot.